In the dense pine forests outside the small town of Blackridge, Oregon, a young park ranger named Elias Crowe took a solo patrol along an old logging trail known as Whispering Path. Locals avoided it after dusk, claiming the wind carried voices that weren't quite human, soft murmurs that sounded like names being called, or fragments of conversations from people long gone. Elias dismissed it as superstition. He was 28, fit, experienced, and had hiked worse terrain in the Cascades. It was late October, the air crisp with the smell of damp earth and fallen needles. He figured he'd be back at the ranger station by midnight. Around 9 p.m., his flashlight beam caught something odd, a narrow side path branching off the main trail, barely visible, overgrown with ferns and thorns. It wasn't on any map he'd studied. Curiosity got the better of him. He radioed in that he was checking an unmarked spur, then stepped onto it. The path descended quickly into a small ravine where the trees grew unnaturally close, their branches interlocking overhead like a tunnel. The temperature dropped sharply. Elias's breath fogged in front of him. That's when he first heard it clearly, a whisper. Not the wind. A woman's voice, faint but distinct, saying his name. Elias. Elias. It came from ahead, soft and pleading, like someone lost and calling for help. He froze. No one knew he was on this side path except dispatch, and the voice wasn't theirs. He called out, "Hello? Is someone hurt?" Silence. Then the whisper again, closer, "Help me, please." It sounded terrified. Elias pushed forward, heart pounding. The flashlight flickered, low battery, though he'd charged it that morning. The voice grew louder, more insistent, repeating his name over and over. He rounded a bend and saw her, a figure standing in the middle of the path, back to him, wearing a pale dress that looked soaked through. Long dark hair hung down her back. She didn't turn. "Are you okay?" he asked, voice shaking now. She began to turn slowly. As she did, the whispers multiplied, not just one voice anymore, but dozens, overlapping, all saying his name in different tones, some gentle, some angry, some screaming. The figure's face came into view under the dying flashlight beam. It wasn't a face at all. It was smooth, featureless skin stretched tight over a skull, like a mask pulled too thin. No eyes, no mouth, no nose, just blank, pale flesh. But the whispers kept coming from it, impossibly, as if the thing was speaking from inside its own body. Elias stumbled back. The whispers turned into laughter, low, wet, echoing through the trees. The figure took a step toward him. Then another. Its bare feet made no sound on the leaves. He ran. Branches tore at his arms and face as he sprinted back up the ravine. The whispers chased him, now a chorus, "Elias, don't leave, stay with us." He could feel them closing in, cold air brushing his neck like fingers. His radio crackled, static only, no response from dispatch. He burst out onto the main trail, lungs burning, and kept running until he reached the ranger station 2 hours later, collapsing on the porch. When he finally caught his breath and looked back toward the forest, the side path was gone. No break in the trees. No trail. Just solid wall of pines. The next morning, Elias returned with a team to search. They found nothing, no path, no footprints, no sign anyone had been there. But in his jacket pocket, they discovered something he didn't remember picking up, a small, folded piece of paper, yellowed and old. When unfolded, it read in shaky handwriting. Elias Crowe. October 28, 2025. Come back soon. We miss you. He quit the ranger service that week and moved to the city. He never went near the woods again. But sometimes, late at night when the apartment is quiet, he hears it, faint, from the hallway outside his door. Elias. Just his name. Whispered. Waiting. Hope that gave you the chills. If you'd like a story, kindly like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a twist. Stay tuned to Reddit Tales Times for your daily dose of drama, laughs, and unbelievable stories.